Lynn Davis Long, born in Mount Olive, Arkansas, and I'm 76-year-old. I suppose family means everything, and it shaped me because I was raised that way. We was all brought up rough, real rough. And we had lots of respect, lots of love, and that's just the way we knew, and everything was took granted to be that way. It didn't have to be drilled into us. It just naturally came. We didn't have anything. We just had each other. That's it. We didn't have anything to eat. We didn't have electricity. We didn't have anything. We roamed the hills just like a bunch of squirrels. Matter of fact, we starved squirrels to death, I guess. We knew where every hickory tree, every walnut tree, pear tree, anything that produced fruit, we knew where it was at. We'd leave in the morning, put a clump of salt in our pocket in case we were on something to eat. That's just the way we was raised. We just self-survival. We took care of ourselves. There wasn't any way that Mom and Daddy could take care of all of us. Which the older ones took care of the younger ones. They didn't particularly like it taking care of me, but they did, because I give them all a headache. I was the only boy. They didn't get me out of trouble, they got me in trouble. We'd go somewhere walking or climbing the bluff, and I'd want to go and follow, and then we'd get away from the house, or I'd sit down and make them carry me. And they didn't like that at all, but I got to be carried anyway. We had to depend on each other to survive, and we had enough sense to know it, I guess. It just wasn't something that we elaborated on. It wasn't something that we was told to do. It was just something that it came natural. I don't believe that was qualities to be carried over. I wish you would. But respect is the main thing. We had lots of respect. We had lots of respect for our parents, and we had lots of respect for the elders, people in general. You know, now the kids run up to people while they're talking, just butt in, and people allow them to do it. We didn't dare do that. We went up and we stood and waited till they got through talking, and we'd talk. But we knew respect, and well, we better have it or we'd get our butt switched with the paradise limb. It's an old tree that grew all around the house and had little long leaves on it, and you strip the leaves off, and it's just a good switch, and it hurt. Anytime Mama tells somebody to go get a switch, we'd holler, don't get one of those old paradise limbs. Of course, that's what we always got, if the other was getting it. We had a lot of fun with it. We really didn't have any tradition, just when everybody come home and everybody got together, and we used to get together and go down on the flat rocks and have weenie roast and everything. I liked that. When older sisters come home, brought some weenies and everything, we'd gather together and do that, and go swimming, and just spent time together. Most of it, that's what was most important to it, just being together. We had fun. We didn't have anything to have fun with except nature, but we had the river. And the river was really important to us, because that was our means of washing. We had to carry water from the river, pour in the kettle, and heat it up, wash our clothes, and that was our bathtub. That was our swimming thing. And then summertime, well, it'd be so hot. A lot of times Mama would bake an extra pan of cornbread in an old wood stove for supper. We'd have cornbread and milk for supper, where we wouldn't have to heat up. The house was building a fire in the wood stove. And we'd sleep out on the front porch a lot of times. There'd be a cool breeze come off the river. It was nice. Can't do that anymore. That's all said and done in the past. Cell phones you got now, nobody that go around the head stuck in that all the time. We didn't have none of that. And for entertainment, which there's enough of us, we had our own ball team. We'd go out, we'd play ball, and we'd roam over the hill and swing on the grapevine. We never checked them. I don't know why we didn't get killed. I guess God just watched after us. But we'd cut a grapevine without even testing it, swing out over a bluff, get our swing on it, we'd smoke it. I guess I remember one time I was just a little feller, Daddy had a little punch drill. He was a carpenter, had a little bit in it, and I was drilling a hole in the back porch. And Daddy stepped up on the porch, and when he come up, I jerked and I broke that bit. Daddy come in and he called me Hossnat, because he'd catch horseflies off the horses and give them to me. And he called me Hossnat. He said, Hossnat, did you break my bit? And I said, no. He tore the pants off of me, and then he whipped you and then tell you to be quiet, and that's hard to do. And after it's over, he said, I didn't whip you for breaking my bit. He said, I whipped you because you lied to me. And as far as I remember, I never lied to that man again. And that's not the case nowadays with kids. I've seen parents whip them, they turn right around and tell them another lie. That one had done me. I never remembered lying to. Sometimes it wasn't easy, but I remember that whipping. Kids don't have any respect. They're not taught respect over television, anything else. They teach disrespect, and kids have no respect whatsoever. And the community and the television and the telephones raise the kids, and the parents don't have a hand in it. Even where I live, we let our kids walk to school, and it's a little over half a mile. I wouldn't dare do that nowadays. And I'd keep watching them, and I didn't worry about them even when they was growing up. Back in the 80s, I'd let them get out and play and go places and go over in the field and down on the creek and play. Because we always did, but we was in no danger whatsoever of people. That was the least of our worries. Maybe rattlesnake or something, but we was never hurt or harmed in any way that I can ever remember. None of us ever we stumped a lot of toenails off, stuff like that, but nothing serious. But I think the access to information is what changed them. And the information that they get is not necessarily true. And I mean, you can't even believe everything you hear on television. You can't believe it. And you just have to kind of pick what you want to believe and to read. But I think you're just fed that stuff, and your mind just infiltrated with it. We didn't have time for fussing and the fighting. That wasn't in our menu book, because we just didn't have time for it. We had to spend all the time we had to survive and to help each other get along, help each other find something to eat. I'd say it's just love and respect for each other, because that's the way we was raised, and that's all we've ever known, and that's all that's ever got us through what we've had to go through. I'd say stay connected. That's all. We got the modern conveniences of telephone and anything, and if you have a disagreement with one of them, don't call them. Go see them and settle it. Find out what the problem is and get it settled right then. And don't let anything rock on. Don't let imagination run away. Well, they might have thought this, and they might do it. Just go see them and get it settled right then. Well, they wouldn't follow it because they're not going to. And let's leave off some of this artificial intelligence and all this modern stuff that they come up with, that everything's supposed to be so much better that it takes rocket scientists to figure it out. Then get back to the basic things of life, and most of all, believe in God and live it and do what He says. We faced about everything that you could throw at us. And just through our love for each other till we got through it. And I guess the hardest thing was when we started dying off. And that's something that you just don't get over. One thing I'd like to tell the entire family is I love them. The ones that's present and the ones that's past even.